Hello and welcome back to the Flux campaign. I'm Dom. I usually play Anorin, the elf cleric, but tonight I am, well, I would say torturing my fellow players. Last time we visited the Gensai world. We stopped the plot, one plot, by a vampire lieutenant of some sort of dark, evil, undead lord. We, infiltrated the camp. We destroyed some stuff. I think we burned down a tent or something, and I believe a vampire's head got split open. And now we are on the way back to Flux through the portal. Or are we? And now we have the roll call.
I'm Jackie. I play Silva, a gnome ranger with her beast companion, white tiger, Snowflake.
I am Tony. I play Puck. I believe Puck currently has the body of a woman and the face of an old man. He's also a sorcerer guy.
This is Charlie. I play Bardus, the Goliath barbarian, who is currently totally horrified by looking at Puck right now.
That's pretty funny. Eric, and I play Lokar, the Tortle Paladin.
I am Steve, and I play the most illustrious, fabulous, and cunning Theus, the rogue.
I mean, don't oversell yourself.
No. Like, people love people.
That's my shtick. I sell myself.
People love people
I didn't
who
know
love
you were a
themselves.
Look, we're putting this online. We're all whores.
Attention whores, yes. Okay, so you we're basically in the void between. We're portaling right now, which I always imagined as that blue screen effect that Chrono Trigger did.
Oh, I always imagine the Asheron's Call, like, purple, like, tunnel. Yeah, that's a call.
I always think of Sliders, the old sci-fi TV show.
I kind of think of that, too.
I
Yeah,
think of that,
either way.
that
Like virtual high five
thing.
Well,
That happens in Doctor Who.
Perhaps it's just something as simple as everybody has, since it's such a abstract concept, everybody basically mind, instead of breaking at the thought of it, creates their own version of it. So you're all right, and you're all wrong.
So it's a school bus.
Yay.
The magic school bus, yes.
Oh, man. Can we have the magic school bus next time?
Perhaps. Okay,
Having an otter drive the magic school bus.
All comes back to otters 3 episodes in a row.
Everybody line up. Dude, that's an otter. What are we on?
Shrooms. The answer is shrooms. All right, sorry, go ahead, Dom.
All right, so, but this time, during the actual portaling, you feel something strange. You feel like at first you're going back to the familiarity of Flux, but you're pulled. You're not going back to Flux. Suddenly, an energy, you feel this, it's like a split second, you feel this is like a sharp tug, and the portal dimension disappears, and instead you are left on what seems like you're standing on top of a lake. All of you.
All right, you touched my butt.
We're standing on a lake?
Yeah, I was about to say, the water tension, the surface tension on this lake is dramatically. It is,
because as you can see, you can't actually see like below the water. It's like almost mirror reflective. Like all you can see is each other. It's very, very. It's oddly
like
still.
Ocarina of Time water temple, like that room before the boss where you had to fight Shadow Link.
Yeah, it's kind of, you do there. It's kind of like that. The mist isn't as close where you can't really see that far. I mean, there is a mist, but it's like near the horizon. You can see very far, but the horizon is like a misty haze. Yeah, it's like you're in this empty world of mirror glass water that you're standing on top of.
Oh, so .hack, gotcha.
You guys want to look around? You guys want to like maybe see if there's you can see anything on the horizon?
I don't think we're at Flux anymore.
We're standing on a lake that's got mirror clarity.
Theus?
Puck! How did I get
Where have
here?
you been?
Holy shit, I'm standing on a lake. Am I the new Messiah? Are you a Messiah? Are we all Messiahs? We
And
could
where's the
sell
Norin?
this.
We're all
We could
gods of this
sell
world. Anyway, wait.
All right, confusion ensues.
Yeah, I'm like, wait. Well, my confusion is 1, 2. Is this world 6, 7?
Well, we didn't even fully get back from the world we were just on. I thought Narak was bringing us back.
As
We
as you
really
guys
need
are
like a call
talking,
home.
as you
No,
guys
keep talking over each other. It's great.
as you
It's fun
guys,
for editing.
oh, for flip's sake. Every time I try to talk, it's like somebody else needs to say something. Oi,
Be more confident.
Just learn to talk over other people. We do it all the time.
my daughter is asleep. I can't project out loud, or else I would. Thank you for making my first time ish time.
You better choose your next words carefully.
First time you say, oh yeah.
I've done some one shots. Okay, shut up.
Whoa.
As
it a
you
money
guys
question?
are talking to each other, deciding that you're the new gods of this world, there's this enormous sound that just like washes over everybody. It's like halfway between a roar and a scream, and you don't know what it's reverberating off of, but it just feels like it's just all encompassing. Just like you're like it's shockwaves washing over you.
Can we tell what direction it's from?
It
Cover
feels
my
like it's coming all
ears.
over the place.
I look at Bardus and I go, Bardus, are you that hungry?
I look down in my
Cover
stomach and pull out some rations from my bag. Apparently.
Alright, I'm gonna cover my ears and start looking forward, seeing if there's anywhere to not be in the middle of the open.
Okay, so anybody who wants to, give me a perception check.
I mean, that's basically everybody now, right?
I shouldn't do that.
But that requires dice.
Is this a dice rolling game?
17.
Okay.
22.
All right.
11.
Natural 1.
My perception. Why was I not prepared? That is a 13 plus D&D Beyond load.
I just look down and see my own reflection and get distracted.
That is a 19 for Theos.
Okay. Everybody who made above a 15, near the edge of the haze, well, in one direction or another, you see these what seem like absolutely enormous humanoid shapes, like shadows in the mist, like moving. You don't know if you didn't see them before, but now you just see them like lumbering from side to side. Just you can't tell from what little perspective you can gain. You can tell that these things are absolutely massive. Like
I look the other way. Is there another way to run?
no, Tony. But if you look the other way, you do suddenly notice that somebody's standing behind, is floating behind you guys.
Yeah, sure.
What do they look like?
Behind you, you see a figure kind of silently just floating just above the water. Like it's a tall, lithe figure. It is 7 feet tall. It's covered in like head to toe in armor. The body armor looks like the material. You can't guess the material. It looks almost organic. It is black in color and it's covered in like ridges and what seems like cracks and rust. You could almost it kind of looks like almost calcified bone, but it's like almost pitch black in color. All except for the figure's head, which is covered in a white helmet that's completely encompasses his face. And it's strange, but it's almost the facial part of it is just like smooth white. And on top of this helmet, there's like a large crest that goes across the center of the helmet. It's just, you can't see its eyes, but you can tell that the figure is looking at you.
Is that
Back
bone?
away.
I'm still looking at my face in the reflection of the water.
Yeah, wait, do we all notice this? Because, yeah, I didn't
Well,
know.
I'm assuming yes, since Puck just kind of freaked out a bit.
Perception, my scaredness.
I'm gonna give
I-
it to you guys because Puck basically like jumped back, like he jumped 3 feet in the air and just like
Wait, are you still, Puck, are you still Stripperello with the old man face?
I either still am or I shifted back to full lady.
Oh, shit,
Probably-
he wants
I,
lady.
I, can
Possibly.
you decide?
Yeah, full lady makes more sense. It's more normal looking.
I'm just poking my face reflection in the water.
But I'm also going to be backing sideways, like in the cautious pose, because I can't go backwards. There's giant people that way, and there's a creepy floating person in front of me. Guys, there's Bardis. Stop looking at my boobs. Look, look
I'm
that
not,
way.
I'm,
Look that way.
Excuse me? I'm not, no, not of what, I'm looking at this tallish figure here. You said he's like 7 feet tall, right?
yes, 7
So-
feet tall,
Wait, how tall?
7 feet.
7 feet? Okay, so I'm still taller than him. So
Well, yeah, I mean, how tall are you? So you're basically like you're probably like you're like 7 foot, what, 3, 4?
I think I may have 7'7".
Okay, so you basically instead of most people being with you being eye to nipple, it's more like your eye to crest to him. I think the crest on his helmet essentially reaches to the top of your head.
Not backing down or showing any real fear currently. Bardis will look at him. Hello, traveler.
So you've arrived.
That we have. And where are we?
My prison.
You cut out now.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. He said basically he said my prison.
Who said prison? And I just look up.
Wait, why would we be in your prison?
Because I summoned you here.
Look,
You
I
brought
already-
us here.
I already did my community service hours in a different world.
I can second it. I witnessed him. He did service.
This isn't your prison. It is mine. Though it is not my prison.
Puck just squints his eyes.
What sort of sorcery brought us here?
Mine.
Wait, so you own the prison? Are you here in the prison? Like, are you your own prisoner?
I am both prisoner and warden.
So you imprisoned yourself.
Yes.
It's one of those self-righteous things.
You gave yourself a raw deal then. I would never put myself in prison.
It was necessary. Many things went wrong.
Well,
Like locking yourself up in prison.
What went wrong when?
I can't remember, but it was so long ago.
So why did you summon us here?
Kara would have wanted it.
Who's Kara?
The one I failed? He kind of like looks off to the distance and listfully. And you can just see there's like a slight slump to his shoulders, and he turns back to you guys and basically like holds out his hand, and there appears like this huge spear It's got a very large blade and 2 sets of wings that kind of narrow as they go towards the shaft near the end of the blade, kind of like a winged spear, but with like 2 wings at the end that kind of like the second one gets smaller.
A spear? Is that what you said?
Yes, a spear.
Okay. But I
Back away a little more. This person does not seem really sane.
like, is he pointing
they
the
just-
spear at us, or is he like extending it out like he expects somebody to take it?
No, he's kind of like holding it off to the side.
Oh, okay.
And,
So just
yeah.
in like a dramatic pose.
Yes, very dramatic. Drama queen. He's
Sir, what is okay, you mentioned Akara, but what is your name?
Why do I need a name? I'm just a prisoner.
Well, would it help us identify you unless you want us to call you the floaty spear guy?
What is the warden's name?
A simple thing. You may call me Lars.
Lar?
Lars.
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 Lars?
Yes.
Okay.
I summoned you here because, though I guard this place, I am a prisoner. And as a prisoner, I cannot do certain things. But you can.
Okay, what do you need us to do?
I need you to free me.
Well, if you summoned us here, why can't you get yourself out?
I mean, you are the warden.
This prison I guard, and it is all-encompassing. I guard it, and I am its prisoner, so nothing inside can interfere and break out. But that does not stop other energies from coming in. The other guards.
So, if you summoned us here, are we stuck here now, or you think we can still leave?
You can leave. It is not your prison.
Gotcha.
So if you can
Okay.
bring us here, you can't leave yourself.
I'm bound. If I leave, I can only leave by half. He kind of tilts his head, and you hear that he kind of says it as a question, like he's not sure himself.
What do you remember about coming here? You seem to be a little lost in your own prison.
I don't remember much. I don't remember how long it's been. I remember a face. A beautiful and kind face. And I remember black wings. Massive black wings.
We talking bird, we talking dragon, we talking bat. What kind of wings?
Dragon.
Come on. Dragon.
Dragon. Who was the dragon that came? You suddenly see the end of his spear kind of like start crackling to life. It's got this like pale purplish like energy just like crackling all around, and suddenly you feel like something's moving underneath the water. No perception needed for this. You just see there's this massive shadow. There's like a massive shadow moving underneath the water. There's like a break in the reflection, and you can't really make out the shape because it's so big, but it suddenly kind of like rumbles past you. It feels like something's like a train moving underneath the floor on all your feet. It's just moving right underneath you, and and then it just passes, and out from the water, a round pillar, a massive round pillar, at least like say 50 feet around, like comes out of the water. It goes up to about say 30 feet, and it's essentially featureless, except it's like pale pinkish red in color.
Was that thing down there a dragon?
That was a guard.
That was a guard.
This place has many guards.
I can only imagine how big the things are that are actually contained here if you have things like that are protecting it.
There's only one other prisoner.
Well, you and who else?
I. And who? Who is? He seems to
said-
like get genuinely confused. He's like there you can't see much in his body language, but his hands are kind of like twitching. His one free hand, I should say, is kind of twitching, like his fingers, like he's playing some sort of invisible piano, just like going drumming on something invisible, and he's just like trying to grasp something or like a concept or a thought. And then he stops and says, "There's only one other prisoner, and he's the one we have to free."
But it's you and some, like, is there two prisoners, or are we just talking about you?
He seems to grow silent. There's no more like odd twitches, but in like an instant he points his spear at the pillar, and a strange lines of light like flow around it. Like the energy crackles on the end of the spears. It goes into the pillar, and you see symbols, almost like runes, just start appearing all over the place, and eventually they start coalescing in one section of the pillar right in front of you, right in front of him, and the lights flash all over the place. They make a line, and it's a door that two doors actually that slide open
In the pillar.
in the pillar. Yes.
Okay. Do you want us to go there?
Suddenly he starts talking in a strange language. Does anybody know Draconic?
Yep.
Wait, where's my list of languages? Nope.
Yeah, where's the Aquan, Common, and Orc? No.
All right, so we got only one Draconic speaker, right?
See.
Okay, so Tony.
Turns out Draconic
Draconic
is...
Spanish?
Yes, it is.
I see. Well,
Yo hablo Draconic.
Yo hablo
Ay caramba!
Oh, that's terrible. You guys are terrible. I'm gonna torture you.
Necesito.
Okay, so you hear him say basically he's speaking like a weird dialect, but what you can get out of it is he says something very strange like access code Kara level 0 defenses deactivate.
Like just I really don't understand this guy.
Nope.
Even
I have no
understanding
idea.
him, I wouldn't really trust going into this little thing.
And
I'm not sure if
he turns around and says, in order to unlock the prison, you have to go down there. There are safeguards in there. I cannot deactivate them. 4 safeguards. This one will lead you to 1. You must deactivate them, and then you can go up there. He points up, and you suddenly notice that like above, like directly above everybody, which you guys all find very strange because it's not casting any shadow or reflection. There seems to be a giant landmass.
Oh.
Oh. Well,
Like we're seeing the bottom of it, or we're seeing like the top of it reflected?
No, it's not casting a reflection.
No, sorry, but like, is it like we're looking?
You're seeing essentially the bottom of it.
Okay.
And then you see, and then off in the distance, you hear a bit more rumbling, and you don't know. It's still far away, but you see three more multi-height pillars come out of the reflective lake.
But further away.
Yes, further away.
Okay. So
Or-
we go in there, we do something with defenses, and then we get to go up there.
Are they like good pillars for platforming?
No, it's more like you know it's kind of, you know the Sheikah shrines from Legend of Zelda.
Vaguely, it's been a while.
It's kind of more like that. They're not. I mean, there's really no way to. There's no. It's very smooth surfaces. So there's no way to handhold. I mean, you could try platforming on, but you won't be able to jump from one to one. Is not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's like different entrances to different dungeons, further away, like much further
Oh,
away.
so
Like-
Mario.
Yes.
It's just the height of it probably determines how, like, what level it is. So the level 0 is the shortest one, and so on and so forth.
Well, I
All
guess we'll have to go check those out.
Should we go investigate? Like, is Lars not responding at all anymore?
He's essentially standing there at the side of the entrance, looking at you guys, and just he's not moving. It's kind of hard to tell if he's a statue now or not.
Oh, is the pillar like right next to us? I thought it was a ways away.
No. The other three pillars. This one like burst and crackled right next to you. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I thought it was further away.
Yeah, it didn't.
I at
It's
least wanna
strange.
kinda
That,
just kind of look and see if I can see anything inside of the door.
no, you can't. Like, there's a well, I'm not saying that there you can't see it. You can see it. There's like it looks lit, but you can't exactly tell where the light's coming from. It looks like it's enough to see in there, and all you see is like murals on the sides of the walls, and then just but everything else is flat, just a floor.
See, if we would have leveled, I would have a spell for this, but I don't.
How does the height of this pillar compare to the other three?
This is the shortest of the three.
This is the shortest.
I will stand on the pillar.
You climb 30 feet.
I will roll to climb 30 feet.
Oh God.
Go for it.
Can I acrobatics this?
No.
You know
See,
what?
a monk?
Do it. Go for it.
You like tumble up.
You could like knowledge medicine it. The DC's high.
I'm gonna medicine my way up this pillar.
Well, I mean, actually, it would have been easier to do a dex check. Acrobatics is a 21.
Okay, so basically, what I'll give you is that you run. Essentially, you have a running start, and you try to like run up the pillar, kind of ninja style. But it's still it's kind of smooth, so your feet can't get a good grip on it. So you kind of like make like 3 steps and kind of do a backflip and land on your feet. But it's like almost too smooth to have any sort of grip on it.
I test to see if my daggers can dig into it.
They cannot.
Oh.
I'm trying to break all the rules.
It's what
also,
I do.
It's also emitting some sort of like really weird hum. Almost like some like energy's coursing through it. It's just like it's kind of like it's not very audible. It's in the back of your head. You can hear it. It's like if you notice it, it's like very hard to like not notice it type of thing.
Like a cat's purr?
More like the it's like an electric hum.
Like when you hear the static come from a TV screen.
Not that bad. It's like something
Let's see
electric.
how long we can spend describing a hum.
It's like an the hum you get from
Choose your next words carefully. Like an electric toothbrush.
No, not like an electric
Okay,
toothbrush.
we're moving on. It's
We're
humming.
moving
It's
on. It's
fine.
humming.
I get what Tom is like, not like the static on a television where it goes, but like when
Like a
there's
fluorescent light.
electronics on, but you can feel the noise more than you can hear it from the
Yeah.
electronics.
Yes.
Yeah. That shit's
Okay.
weird.
I'm gonna walk in.
Bardis, begins walking in also, tired
Okay.
of the chatter.
Looks dark in there. Maybe you should put your glasses back on.
No. Once you get in there, you'll notice that there's actually plenty of light to see. You just have no idea where the light's coming from.
Is it fluorescent?
It looks light in here, Lokar. You might need to get your eyes checked.
Well, it was dark when I tried to look in here before, but okay. So what's in the building? Is there like stairs that go down, stairs that go up?
There's no stairs. It
Damn
looks
it.
it looks like an empty room, and there's murals on the wall. For anybody, there's nothing really hidden. For anybody, there's one mural like directly across from the entrance, and you see what's depicted. It's like really, it's not very detailed. It's kind of like you would expect ancient Greek or like maybe even Art Deco type of style of images where it looks like it depicts a person. It's vaguely feminine, like with a halo above the figure's head in the center of it, and it just shows people like worshiping that person. The rest of the murals are just like various people in like prayer and worship around this figure.
I wonder if this is that Kara girl that he was mentioning.
And suddenly, Lars is in there. You didn't hear him come in. You didn't hear him come in, but he's like
Holy
right next to you. Right next to you guys again. He's staring at the mural along with you guys, and then he lowers himself onto the ground from floating, and he taps his spear shaft onto the ground. And once again, like you saw outside, you see the lines of light go across the entire floor, like forming symbols before coalescing into a circle with a square in the center, a diamond, say, in the center. And you guys kind of feel like the floor is moving.
Well, man, you must stop doing this without warning us. What is happening?
We're going into the prison.
We're going down, 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 down. No?
Allegedly.
It was. Never mind.
I said you heard the floor moving.
It was a bad song. Ignore me.
I've broken into many prisons, but this is
Everybody's inside, right?
I probably am just stepping inside.
I hope if he started the floor moving, everybody got inside.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna assume everybody's inside.
Because I was alone outside.
Because yeah, I'm not gonna leave somebody up there in water mirror lake just playing cards. So everybody's inside.
You don't want to leave us in Kingdom Hearts land opening?
No.
Oh, that's a good reference too.
That's him. Well, the door closes. The door closes. The light's still here. And you just
Keep repeating yourself, Tom. It's great.
you feel you're moving, but damned if you know which direction. You just know that you're moving. It's like, say, 30 seconds of this, and then on the wall opposite of where the door was, at least where you think it was, across the mural of the woman, of the figure, that the light, a line of lights forms the shape of a door and then opens.
But we can still see the mural.
No, the mural basically it's like takes the part of the wall and opens it.
Okay, well, I turn to Lars and say, "Was that Kara?"
Yes, that was her.
Okay.
Okay, so you essentially, Lars goes in first. It seems like a dark hallway, but then you hear like 2 taps of his shaft, and the hallway like lights up.
Whoa.
And this time you see where the light's coming from. It's a hallway, and on the corners near the roof of the hallway, there's seems like you can't since you guys are medieval, you can't really explain how it's happening, but there's like lines of light that shine in the hallway.
Excuse you, but Puck and I are from Eberron.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. But you see it's almost like tubes of light.
We're steampunkian at best.
And then on these walls, they're like kind of like a slate gray, a dark gray, and you see that there's some on the edges. There's like moss and plant overgrowth. Like this thing used to be like a pristine place, but nature is starting to take it back.
Go nature, I guess, or whatever.
All right, what do you guys do from here?
With uneasiness, walk down the tunnel of light.
The tunnel of
I
light.
honestly, I wait for everyone else to keep going because I'm just not sure what the hell is happening in this place.
Hang back with Puck.
Okay, those are the people that move into the hallway. As you're moving further into it, you start to hear water, like rushing water.
I really don't know how much we should trust this guy. I'm saying this to things.
Well, I don't think we should trust him at all, but we might not have a choice until we find a way out of here.
He seems a bit crazy.
Have you met anyone sane on these trips?
Yeah, but this guy could kill us really quickly.
Well, I mean, it seems that way, but what if it's all just showmanship? You know, we...
Suddenly Lars is behind you and says, "I have no intention of killing you."
Yeah, that kind of crazy. I start walking forward a little bit faster now.
That feels like a force telling us to move forward. I guess I'll listen to it.
No, I was gonna see if you guys wanted to strike up a conversation with him, but he
Hey
said,
guys, no, what do you want to talk about? Seriously.
Hey guys, don't worry, I'm not gonna actually kill you.
I wasn't secretly listening to your conversation.
All right, so as you're moving through this tunnel, the sound of water gets louder and louder and louder. Eventually, you see a different type of light at the end of this tunnel. As you guys, are you guys going to exit? You guys walk towards the end of the tunnel, and it opens up into this very large room, a chamber. You can see that you can see a ceiling on this thing. And looks like there's a crack in it, a very large crack where light is like natural sunlight is shining through. In the middle of this chamber, there is just this huge waterfall. This room is about like say 100 feet by 100 feet, and it splits off into going around this waterfall in the center.
All right. Everything, we know exactly what we need to do, right, guys?
On either side of the waterfall, it's the room splits off. You can go left or right.
Oh, I was going to say swim up the waterfall.
So the waterfall's coming through the
prison
crack?
No. The waterfall is actually a central feature. It looks like it's coming out of a tunnel. The ceiling has a crack and it's kind of shining natural light onto this. And you see this chamber is still in the same dilapidated state as the rest of the hallway. I mean, like all the lights are functioning because you can still see like near the top of the ceiling the parts that aren't damaged. The lights are working, but you see everywhere there's like vegetation just coming in and claiming it. But you do see that there's like a railing in the center of this and the path that goes around it. There's also compliance here, I should say.
So you can't fall into the waterfall.
So is this a natural looking formation? You said there was like tubes of lights around, but the waterfall.
Basically,
and everything?
it looks like somebody pretentiously created an indoor waterfall for people to look at.
Got it. Okay, makes more sense.
For a prison, this is awful beautiful.
I take a drink of water. It's refreshing.
It is actually. It's
noise.
very clear and It's very clear and refreshing and cold. It goes down very easily. It's like
I refill my water skin because I feel
Yeah,
like I
that's a good
haven't done
idea.
that in like 100 years.
Yeah, probably. Do the same thing.
Lars is nowhere to be seen at this point. It looks like but you got this feeling he's gonna pop in anywhere.
I don't know what gives us that impression.
No,
So
it's just-
Puck, this Lars guy, what do you think? Do you think we could take him?
I don't think so. And
No?
no, just
I think we could sell that staff for a lot of money.
I have a feeling because he made it just appear, he can make it disappear too.
Well, I mean, maybe that's the staff's power.
They just had a conversation 5 seconds ago. This guy could kill them, and now they're talking about robbing him for his staff to sell it.
No, I was saying
It's
Lokar.
what I do.
to be fair, one of them is talking about that.
And I wasn't actually there. That was me. That was Eric commenting on that.
well,
I'm
that
assuming
is
Lokar's
Lokar
still
now.
filling his water bottle by Bardis and kind of looking around and trying to figure out if there's a way out of this room or what we need to do here to move on.
Well,
Anyway.
Basically, as you can see, like I said, you see the railing go. There's a waterfall in the middle of the chamber. Then you see the path kind of goes left and right with the railing around the waterfall. You can go either left or right.
Oh man, arbitrary decisions.
I start walking to the left.
All right.
I go with Theus.
And we never split the party.
All right. So
Well, that was decided. Let's go right, Lokar.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm down.
all right. Are we actually?
Silva, where are you going?
With Gatham. Ooh.
dang.
Too soon.
Wow.
22 episodes. Too soon.
Oh dear. Okay.
Are
So
you guys really
25.
splitting?
are we actually splitting the party or?
No, it's probably not a.
It seems
Um,
dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but you are right.
They went right and we went left.
Okay.
But if we split the party, then we force Dom to keep track of 2 separate sessions.
How big is this room? Like, is it like
100
can
feet
we see
across.
to the other side?
100 feet across.
So we'd be able to see to the other side, and ideally, even if we split to go around this waterfall, we'd be able to see each other most of the way.
Yeah.
So I don't have a problem taking another path. I don't know if
Okay.
maybe
Basically,
we'll see more.
like the paths do go around the waterfall, and you see each side has a door.
Oh, like the path splits and then goes into a wall, or no? Like, can we see beyond where the paths split?
Open the door. Is it locked?
Did Dom stop responding?
When you walk in there, sorry, my microphone went nuts. When you walk out of the hallway, essentially you're facing the railing and the waterfall, and then it goes to the left and to the right. And
Right, but is the waterfall in the wall, or is it like in the middle of the room? Like, I was imagining a big circular room.
it's a squarish. It's a square room.
Okay, it's a square, and on the opposite side of the room,
hmm
there is a waterfall that technically is a part of that wall.
Yes. And then
Okay.
on either side.
And then so it splits, and there's 2 doors, so we can go through the left door or the right door.
correct.
Gotcha.
Or if you can, yes.
Wait, what?
Yes. No, just do what you.
Now it's a challenge.
Roll to
Yeah, do what you gotta
open door.
So, right. Do we want to? So you guys are going through the right door.
Do the
I'm the
doors
left door.
look any different from each other?
No, they seem completely the same. The doors. The only problem is you guys can't see any like device to use the doors.
I was about to ask if the doors were mirrored or symmetrical.
They're mirrored.
Well, yeah, but there's no handle, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, so What are you guys doing?
There's no way to open the door. I push and move.
Okay, so you're at which door?
The left door.
You press your hands against it, you push, you try to pull, nothing really happens. You hear like a slight hum, like something straining, but nothing happens.
Is there
More
a
humming.
locking mechanism on the door?
You don't see it. You don't see any type of mechanism on the door. Do you want to look? Does anybody want to look around?
I want to investigate the door.
Okay. Roll me an investigation check.
Can I intimidate the door?
You can try.
14 straight.
Okay. 14 to investigate. You as you're putting your hands on the door and you move, I'm guessing you're like kind of moving your hands across it. You're disturbing essentially some dust on it.
I am putting my hands all over that door.
Whoa.
Kinky.
I am feeling that door all over.
You and that door. Whew.
You can make out some symbols when you move the dust. There are like symbols. They are similar to the pattern that happened on the floor when you first were moved in the column. It's like basically it's a circle with a diamond in the center, but there's nothing lighting them up. It's kind of like barely. It's like a shade or two darker than the actual color of the door itself.
Hey, Bardis, you want to go try to knock down the other door?
I suppose is violence to open these things very necessary at this point?
They're staring at it. Doesn't seem to be doing much.
Puck, you should come check out this door.
I think I saw like the dust.
Did you see
the
this?
No.
I'm pointing out the symbol to Puck.
Do I understand it at all? Probably not. It's not draconic. They don't write in diamonds, do they?
You're a sorcerer, right?
Yeah. I'm not learned. I'm just naturally good.
Well, that's the thing. You can feel like there's some sort of energy trying to get into the symbol, since whenever Theus is like running his hand over it, but you feel like there's like some sort of, it's not getting there.
Is it in there going, more, daddy, more?
No, it is not.
Oh.
So it is a symbol that's on the door.
It's basically he actually finds multiple symbols. There's like one.
Okay.
It's basically spread out in a grid pattern. There's actually 4 on there.
Can I religion it to see if I know if it's associated with some sort of religion or something like that?
I'll give it to you, but it doesn't seem to have any like really religious meaning. Or at least nothing that you can recall.
Okay. I mean, or like, could I just do like an arcana to see if there's any type of a magical essence to them?
Yeah, go ahead.
Which dice do I want to roll? Well, that's great. That's a 3.
That really, I mean, you can tell that they're magical, but you don't really have an idea how they work or what.
I'll just turn to Puck and say, you could try casting a spell at the door, maybe? Do you have something you can just flick at it and see if it reacts?
Yeah, sure. I'll point and I'll do a Eldritch Blast with a little bit of push on it. Pointed at the doorknob, which I'm assuming is the diamond.
Okay.
Did I miss?
See. No, you didn't miss. It's kind of hard to miss, but you see
the door moves.
It's perfectly still, except it has hella good dodge. But anyway,
At least to be open.
you hit it, it strikes, and it just kind of dissipates over the door. It's
Like it
didn't
absorbs
really
the
see-
magic.
No, it doesn't. It just seems to like kind of like a water hose going against a wall, just kind of like just dissipates over it. Doesn't really doesn't look like it's absorbing it, but it doesn't
Okay.
really look like there's much of an effect.
I'm going to try putting my hand on the door, the symbol on the door, and rather than try and cast a spell at it, I'm just going to try and channel the magic in me into it.
Okay. Let's see.
I do have some spells.
Okay, channel the magic. Okay, you see like it's trying, you feel like it's trying to take that magic, like it's actually like there's something sort of mechanism or something trying to take the magic, but it's there's like something wrong. There's something wrong. You feel like it's just not working. Like the door is not working.
Should we try door number 2?
If you want.
I'm
Or
talking,
is it
talking
the
to
type
the group.
of magic that we need to put into it?
Maybe we should just get Lars to do it.
I don't think Lars can do it. Maybe that's part of this.
Right. Shout out Lars!
He pops up
Is there a
behind you.
key? Oh, God. Oh, we're clearly not doing this right.
How may I assist you?
Can you tell us how to open the door?
This door is broken.
What about the
Ah.
other
There should really be a sign here that says the door is out of order.
It doesn't
Boy,
open.
I feel better about this whole process now.
Well, I was okay. Does anybody want to try the other door?
Sure.
First, Lars, is the
Yes.
other door broken too?
It is not.
I'm gonna walk
Okay.
over and touch where like the symbol was on the other door.
All 4 symbols light up, and the door opens.
Hey!
That's some bullshit.
You guys said you guys said left, and like
You're the one that put 2 doors in and made one of them broken. You should have known that was going to be a 15-minute encounter.
and I
That is how every D&D game goes. The DM goes, this won't matter, and that's the thing that matters the most.
You know how parties are with doors, Dom. Why would you give us 2?
Yeah, Critical Role is a great example of doors being a problem.
Okay, so that door opens, and you don't actually see any lights beyond that door. You see just kind of like total darkness.
All right. Well, I go to the door that's working and go there too.
Do you walk through the threshold?
I'm walking through the threshold. As soon as
Yeah,
the door opens,
I wouldn't
I'm
think it,
walking in.
I would go through the door because
Yeah,
there's
Bars
no
Cautiously.
As you walk in, the room slowly starts to light up. The first thing that really lights up is near the floor, and you see it's a thin walkway, say about 10 feet across, and the lights show up on the edge of the walkway, and what they're lighting up, it seems like strange containers. Some of the basically the intact ones look like very large tubes of what seems like glass.
But there's nothing in them?
No, some of them look like they have some sort of liquid in them, while some of them look like they're broken, and anything that was in there has long since disappeared. These things are, say, about the size. Basically, look like they could hold a person, Looks like a person could very easily float in there and still have room to spare. And there's about 10 of them on either side lining this hallway.
Hmm.
And as you step in, the more and more the room lights up, and you see on the base of each of these like tubes, there's this strange screen, and there's still like weird symbols and lights flashing on the screen. It's essentially a computer screen. And there seems to be some sort of like tablet on below the screens that has like what look like raised buttons of various symbols. You can't anybody that can read Draconic can read them, which is
Hmm.
Tony. Since you come in,
Alright.
you can read them, and you can see that they kind of look like the Draconic alphabet spread across these raised buttons. And
Alright.
on the screens, you see, in Draconic, there's like uh, really strange words like subject 001, status unknown, and each screen says, some of them say status unknown, some say status deceased, some say status, active.
Which ones say active?
The ones that have look like they're broken.
Alright.
And then suddenly you see across the hall, you see at the end of the room, you see Lars standing before the end of the room, and he's just like looking left and right, and he's just kind of like staring at these containers.
Theus,
Yeah.
I think these are prisoner cells or test subjects or something, but the ones that are broken say that they're active.
Which means something probably broke out.
How many are broken, by the way? Like 4?
From what you can see, yes, 4.
Okay. Plus side, all the others say deceased or inactive.
Hmm.
I actually go to one that says deceased, and like, is there anything in that one?
No, it looks like it's just like clear liquid floating. It's strange because it looks like there's bubbles in there, like something's active, like there's a light inside at the bottom, like it's whatever liquid's in there is still kind of churning or active or working. It's this thing. The thing seems to be working, but on what you can't tell.
All right.
Is there any
Um,
other doors here?
No, just the one at the end where Lars is standing.
Okay. I don't know if there's anything we can do here.
Lars, is it okay if I press buttons?
And Lars turns to you, Puck, and is like, he just looks at you like you can't see his face. You don't even know where you need to look for where his eyes, but you can tell he's kind of like he's like very intently staring at you. But he just says, "Please, please, don't disturb the beds of my children."
Mm.
Wait,
And,
they sent your children to prison with you? What the hell kind of place is this?
Well, you'll have to find out next session because I think that's a good place to, kind of just, mysteriously cliffhanger it.
These are my children. Ba-ba-bum.
These are my children. Child imprisonment. What? Next time on Flux.
Why aren't there any here?
Is this like a highlight reel of the next episode or what?
Well, it's usually banter a little bit afterwards.
Yeah.
I'm a little disappointed there wasn't an otter in one of those tubes.
Oh,
Why does there always have to be an otter?
okay. Once we level up, there won't be otters anymore.
Sarah said she
But
wanted
there's
to be
multiple
involved
types
in
of
the
otters.
Yeah, we're not allowed to talk about otters because otherwise Sarah's going to get mad because that's her thing, her realm.
I mean, other people can like otters too.
That's
Well,
fair.
yes, but apparently delivering otter facts is a Sarah thing.
And we don't mess with that. we have to switch to till she gets back. We should let's talk about owl facts.
Seals.
Let's
Well,
just
I
level up
mean-
between sessions, and that way we can start referring to Narek as her next form.
Hey,
And we
look,
don't have to worry about
okay,
others
look, you
anymore.
guys level up. You guys didn't defeat the door. If anything, the door leveled up.
Hey, I defeated a door by touching it. I mean,
I got
that sounds weird.
experience by trying to access a door.
I did all the talking.
How can I,
should
do
get,
all?
I should get a
I-
charisma bonus.
I found
How
out
can
the
I
door
try
is
to-
broken by talking.
I didn't resort to violence.
All right, everybody's level 6. Shut up.
We don't have to do it now. I was just joking.
Oh my god, for a guy that wants his level, you are just so.
You know what? You know what? You know what? I'm taking the level.
All right,
Ugh,
you don't have
fine,
to.
on
Like,
break, we'll level up.
all right, you don't have to like.
I get all my spells back.
No, wait a minute.
Ding! It's a level up in an RPG. Health restored. Level up.
You know, some RPGs don't actually do that. Some that just like gave you the stat boost and.
We could say that the waters refreshed us as if it was a night's sleep.
Ooh.
HP and MP restored.
Oh, thank God I filled my water skin. I'm going to get more levels when I get thirsty later.
Your game is saved, but you're still hungry.
Yes.
You feel well rested, but you're still hungry.
All right. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, I think that's a good way. That's a good way
All
to.
right.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Cool. Goodbye.